the stretch. You don't make no clap back when you backpack my bag, but I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab from man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you fuck like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. This is Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
He goes to you, it's you. He comes to me, it's me. Go. Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Better bring it up.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Open man is Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first down, it's Haskins. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Joey Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. 3rd down. Here's Haskins.
I spent a lot of extra time.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DeForest Buckner, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And that will go out of the back of the end zone. Way too much mustard. Not a good punt, and it will come out to the 20. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Check. Lucky. Yeah. Go.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
Ready. 50, play. Watch the out.
On 2nd and 12, Locke. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
60 outlaw.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
He's coming, double up. Check. Deep grip.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
AP Gator. Look at me. Go.
On 2nd down now, Pollard, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 1st down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Set. 15, line. 15 line. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Taken down back at the 18-yard line.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. On 2nd down, here's Locke. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Locke going to throw. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Gould is able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Here's Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
On 2nd down, it's Ingram. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Haskins will throw. Looking deep for Hilton. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. That's taken in by Callaway. A gain there of 21 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the 31-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 2nd down now, Pollard. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. New York Horses.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
To throw on 3rd down, Locke. This is the tight end, Njoku. 21 yards there on 3rd down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
On 2nd down, Pollard. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. On the left hash, official. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. In for the score. And the Ravens have taken the lead. We talk about it a lot. One of the dangers of the long field goal, you got to kind of hit it low and drive it. That makes it susceptible to a block here. Not only do they block it, they return it.
And how about how well they did on the return, where they didn't create a penalty? Oftentimes in that type of a scrambling situation, someone will clip, someone will block below the waist, right? You name it. In this case, though, that didn't happen. They formed it up, and he took it all the way back for a touchdown.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well,
that's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Antonio Callaway in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up men will take it now. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
16 yards, a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. To throw it is Locke. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Lock again here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Bravo. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Ship. Yo, go.
And the blitz does come. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big 30-yard play on third.
Ready, set.
55. Check, 55. Mike. 36.
13, spill. 5. Snap.
Block taking the snap at 1. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No gain, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On second down now, Pollard, and he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
This is fielded at the goal line. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now Elliott takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Switch up. Check the backer.
From midfield now, Haskins got his man there, complete to Gallup. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Haskins on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd down.
Let's go now. Let's go defense. Who we got?
Here's Haskins out of the gun. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They go to Elliott again, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 12-yard line.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. Here's Elliott. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. And his kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit. Because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off. Because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a big plan. They need points, and they need them now.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now it's Penny running right. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario.
There he goes left side, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Tony Pollard with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, Yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Elliott going to bite off about 7 on that one. A good run on first down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Haskins. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Elliott. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Haskins. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game, and it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Pollard going to try the right side. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Check, 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 check. Bang, bang, bang. Christian, travel. Back.
Here's Pollard again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Broncos push further out in front. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We got this. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This is the part where I move the other guy quits.
They go play action with Haskins. And this is Parker, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. From the gun, it's Haskins. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Found his target. It's Anderson. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Play action. Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Haskins to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And you look back over the score sheet. Interesting. A very